What's good, peeps? Back at you. This time again, it's the video joint. You know what I'm saying? I promised myself I was gonna be more consistent with hollering at my folks outside of the podcast. So today's video, I call it video pod, or if you want to call it video cast, however you want to accommodate it, please do. I want to talk to everybody about just being you and working towards what it is that you need to work towards. So the name of this video right here is called I Am Motivation. Now when I think about myself, when I say I am motivation, it's not to be in a cocky manner, it's not to be like in an arrogance or nothing like that. If you as a person can embody everything negative that you've done in life. So you can say, I'm a real dude, I'm a real street. I don't like to use the N-word, but I'm make an exception. I'm a real street nigga, I'm a real this, I'm this, I'm that. If you can embody all of that, right? You can embody all of that negativity. I'm a savage, I'm a shark, I'm a whatever it is that you feel you need to say to make yourself seem cool. You can sit there and tell yourself, like, you know what? I am motivation. If you've been through a lot, if you've been through the most trying times that you can think of, whatever the case may be, you could have been through death. You could have walked away from a car, anything that you could think of, and you be like, you know what? I think I need to tell my story. So when I tell my story and I think about the person I was a toxic. If I was a toxic person, if I was an ignorant person, if I was, I was rude, if I was just a person that nobody wanted to be around, and I took that on my shoulder, like, you know what, I am that person. They're like, yo, Pally, you this, yeah, I am that, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm at a different point in my life where none of those labels mean nothing to me. I don't care if you see me as a real nigga or real whatever. I know the only things I value the most is being a real father, being a real man first and foremost, being a real friend to friends that are friends to me, that love me unconditionally like I do them, and also just being me, just being myself at the end of the day, with flaws and all, because we all have flaws. I'm not perfect. I may be talking to you about something on the opposite side of this camera, but I deal with what you deal with every day. I'm a black man in America, so we deal with the same thing no matter what your life, no matter what your life reflects. We share that same common interest. Of course, black, Muslim, so I deal with my quirks every day, but I know what I embody. I know where I was prior, and I know where I'm going. You understand? So I definitely want to make sure that this message is being tuned in as no, Will is not trying to say he is the motive, like no disrespect to my man Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? That brother's definitely motivated me. So if you want to be 100, it's definitely something I picked up from my man Nip, just watching his interviews, understanding his life, his legacy, and what he was trying to do for the people out there in Los Angeles, and for that matter, the entire world that got a glimpse of him and got a glimpse of his message. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pretty much, trying to continue where he left off at and continue at my pace of what I was doing, trying to gel it all together. You know what I'm saying? But yes, man, at the end of the day, when I look at myself, I go look up in the mirror, whether I'm going through some craziness, if I lost somebody or lost anything, I gotta let myself know, Pally, you gotta pull it together. You gotta chalk it up, you gotta breathe, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get back to where we was at. And that to me right there is the core point of being motivation, or being motivated for that matter. I've lost a lot, lost good people that I'm never gonna get back. I've been through a lot. I've stomached a lot. I've let people, sorry for the cracks, they, it's almost close to the 4th of July. I've let people get away with things and, just a lot, man. I let, lying, cheating, stealing, and, it all comes full circle. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I have put myself in a position to where, no, I'm not better than that person, or I'm not better than this person, right? But I know what I want out of my life. I know now what I want to achieve. And for that, I'm not letting anybody or anything get in my way of achieving it. And it's all positive, of course. It's nothing. I'm not out here trying to do nothing negative. I'm not trying to harm nobody, not trying to hurt nobody. That's not my MO. My MO is to get to where I need to go. And when I'm doing that, I'm shaping people's reality of me. Now, people may, if it comes to a point where, if my confidence comes off as cocky, I apologize, because I've actually never been like a cocky, arrogant type of person. I've always been laid back, real meek, and somewhat shy into my teenage years, because I didn't really like the spotlight. No pun intended. But I really wasn't a spotlight type of dude. Most people like, nah, he was always like, nah, I was in the spotlight trying to. Me personally, when I was out, I would just be out there trying to see what was going on, and it may sound crazy, but I was just trying to scope out and see a way that if this person was like the flyest person or something like that, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do something better than, you know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of like had me. That's my thought process was. It was never a point when I was hating on nobody, but if I admire somebody, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to get him. I'm about to catch up to him. Like, he came out with that, I'm finna come out with something different, but I'm gonna flip it, and then it's gonna be like, oh snap. You feel me? But nah, like, other than that, you know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know my story. You know what I've been through. You know what just, could have died 3 times behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot, man. I've been through a lot, and it's no secret. I'm not ashamed of it. Just dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, dealing with it all. I'm not ashamed of it at all. I walk and I talk and I live who I am, my truth, and what I'm doing, and trying to help the next person, male or female, that's out there that's dealing with some issues, to believe in themselves. Because once you get over that hump, right, and you're like, you know what, I made it through the bullshit, whatever you dealt with in the hood, I made it. But after you get over it, right, reality still sets in. Reality is still going to throw you 10 to 15 more punches that very next day, or that very next hour, or that very next minute. Life don't have no program, no book, no nothing. Especially if you're a parent, you got to deal with a lot. So you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, when you feel like you slipping back into yourself, you got, let me catch myself. Let me chill. You feel me? Like, let me take a breath. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get, okay. Why am I doing it? You got to remind you got to check yourself. You got to keep yourself on point, because if you retract, right, you bounce, and then it's like, damn, I'm right back where I started, and I did not want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start changing, like, everything. I got a podcast called, putting yourself on the diet. And most people, when you think about a diet, you think about the change your whole frame, your face, your body, your energy, all that. So when you diet, right, that's what you're trying to change. So in the same process, you got to change who you got. You got to change people around you. You got to change people who you interact with. Because if them people are not people that you can interact with and build, it's a no. It is a no. Keep it moving and do your numbers, handle your business, go on about your business. And I'm not ashamed to say I've lost people, but I've gained a lot. I've gained a lot in the process, because, like I said, man, God will show you. God will show you who's there for you and who's not there for you. In the process, you know, can you jump the gun? Yeah. Like I said, I never wrote down anywhere, or it's not been told that I'm perfect. The next person, nobody's perfect. But we were made imperfection. We messed that up for ourselves. You feel me? But again, it's just generally being yourself, being 100, and 100 don't 100. Being 100 doesn't always mean like you got to be the real. Being 100, it means I admit I made a mistake. You know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. Or even if you were right, sometimes instead of gloating in somebody's face, you don't gloat to make them, yeah, I was right, but here, let me show you. Let me show you how we should have went about this. Boom. And this is learn. This is all learning. I'm 36 years old and I'm still learning about life. Because there's just some things I don't know. Some things that the younger generation may teach you. And that's cool because we don't know everything, folks. It's not meant for us to know everything. You understand what I'm saying? So in that case, I just want to get my message across. And I hope that my message can reach a little girl that's dealing with school and bullies, or a little boy that's dealing with school and bullies, or dealing with some issues that they are like just uncomfortable with. Speak out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, little ones. Speak out and tell the nearest adult that you trust, what's going on. If somebody's bothering you, if somebody's done something to you, be strong. You embody that. And for my older folks, same thing. Let's be strong, And even if you're a person that is strong, allow people to be able to reach out to you. Because see, sometimes even the strong people need some type of reassurance that people still love them and people still are there to help them. You understand what I'm saying? A good brother of mine, two of them actually, my boy Blacks and my boy Noel. You know what I'm saying? Good dudes, man. Sometimes they are like the strong. They strong, but sometimes we gotta check up on our people, man. We gotta check up on our strong ones, our elders, and we gotta keep them in tune and intact and what's going on. We gotta do that, and that's just something I just want to I want to make changes on myself, because I'm not a person that likes to reach out all the time and call and you know what I'm saying, because I be just in my own world sometimes, and I just be needing that divide. I be needing that divide from the world, and I gotta kick back sometimes, like man, like. And I be messing up. I be messing up friendships. I be messing up, possibly relationships. You know what I'm saying? And definitely something that I wanted to get out there, get that energy, get that vibe out into the world. You are motivation. I am motivation. The next person is motivation. Let them know if they feel like they're not motivation. Let them know that you're there for them, and whatever they need you for, you got their back. Again, just trying to tap in with my people on the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? The William Rutledge Podcast. All platforms. So whatever you got, just type it in: Google, Spotify, Audio Boom, SoundCloud. We on all of it. William Rutledge Podcast. And if you just wanted to highlight me too, check me out. I got the Facebook page is up. That's rocking. That's Self-Made Mentor. You know what I'm saying? And my Instagram is Will I Am Rutledge. Everything is just me, man, because that's my podcast is me. My podcast is who I am, and I'm just giving you bits and pieces on what I've dealt with and how I've come to reach that over the hill, and then stuff I'm dealing with that's current. You feel me? Like I just try to give it to you as best as I could. Most people podcasts out here are about I had somebody tell me why don't you switch it up, talk about some somebody actually told me to speak about like the gossip and shit that's going. And yeah, it would drive. It definitely would be a drive for me for more views and more listeners. But we got enough of that shit. I just want to be different. I want to be different, man. Definitely want to give a shout out to my team, my peoples, my family. You know what I'm saying? My boy Dane, my boy Noel, Tashi, Val, James, the Inner Self group. You know what I'm saying? That's my peoples, my family. You know, we started a group where we collectively get together each week and we build about new business ventures, and everybody in our group has a specific venture that they're doing and something, you know, outside of their job that they're working on. We support each other, you know, and just, you know, black business, black owned. We're just trying to, you know, get it up there. You know, anybody else that's out there that rocks, you know what I'm saying, you shoot your, I mean, I ain't got the biggest platform, guys, but if you're doing something that my people can benefit from, I'm promoting you. You feel me? Straight like that. All black businesses, all black owned. You know what I'm saying? Just check us out. Another thing I want y'all to do, if you got the time, if you watch the whole video, go check out my son. He has a YouTube channel. Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah the Awesome Gamer, or Mountain the Awesome Gamer. And also my daughter Sanaya Rutledge. She has, you know, her page where she is like talking about hair and, you know, what girls talk about. little girls talk about, and then, like, you know, things that she buys or that she gets from her parents. She does like an opening, stuff like that. Check them out. And you know, we here, man. We ain't going nowhere. You understand? We ain't going nowhere. So dig this. You that's watching, if you watch the whole video, you are motivation. I am motivation. We are motivation. Peace.